This is the end of the latest Here's the Deal video, right? We all know who Here's the Deal is.
Just cite and release here in California.
Is it PPA or are you going to arrest him?
It's California, so it's just a cite and release.
A cite and release, and then I'll have to go to court?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Great idea, Trapezoid Cervantes. Just let a man go free who issued terroristic threats against another man for no reason. What could possibly go wrong? I'm sure it'll be fine. So Cervantes walks away, maybe to keep that HGH injection appointment, and Maniac Mike gets to live his life threatening people on the sidewalk for no reason. The name of this channel is Antbo Media. His link will be in the description. If you visit him, let him know Here's the Deal sent you. Also, my old channel, High Impact Vlogs, was mysteriously restored after a 5-year termination by YouTube. So
That's pretty weird amongst all the litigation that's going on with YouTube and something to magically get one of his deleted web pages or, YouTube channels restored after, they deleted it 5 years ago. And look at some of the last things that he vlogged or that videos that he put about
5 years ago. And
that's right, bootlicking moron himself, Brandon Tatum, right? And now, I've been doing my own research on this guy just because of the recent, bootlicking moron situation where everybody weighed in on their opinion on if he's an actual bootlicking moron, right? Okay, so it kind of seems like that whole thing died. Of course, me being the skeptic that I am, I still think he is a criminal. The bootlicking moron is a criminal. And then I come across this with one of the legends, John Felix, wearing a pair of aviator 1930s pilot glasses. And so I clicked on it and started watching it.
Hello, welcome to John Felix YouTube channel. Today we have video from Tempe against police violence. Video source from DirectD YouTube channel. Please subscribe to DirectD. If you have video for DirectD, please send it to copsgoneviral@gmail.com. Also, please subscribe to Tempe against police violence and also John Felix. Thank you. In today's video, I can't keep that persona up, but I think you guys know who I'm talking about. These guys now, they wear masks and glasses and have accents and they're in different countries and they're like, if we just string a bunch of police videos together and put some editing on them and...
So Officer Brandon Tatum, I don't know if this whole thing is over with or whatever, but he is a bootlicking retard and we all know it. But my problem is that bootlicking retards who are cops show up on YouTube, right? Like there should be video upon video of him doing dumb shit on YouTube, but I can't find a single one of him in a cop uniform doing anything good, bad, or anything. You know what I mean? And the pictures that I found are all... There's only 2 of them that I can possibly find. And he's got ones as old as this. Like, this is back when Kaepernick, wouldn't get up for the national or whatever for the national anthem or whatever. And he's speaking out on it, saying it's disrespectful to the flag and whatever bullshit. But I can find pictures old as this, but I can't find any of them with him with a police uniform on. There's one, but it's from the shoulders up, you know what I'm saying? He's got a helmet on or whatever. And it's got a filter on it. You know what I mean? So it doesn't even look like it's real. So anyways, that's been bothering the shit out of me. And so I've watched a lot of his content and this motherfucker, oh my gosh, dude, he must have popped a boner when he went on this fucking ride along or whatever. He talks about it in every single fucking video about the stupid ass ride along with some stupid ass fucking hero cop that he said is a hero or some shit.
And I'm like, I did. Well, let's see where this goes. But I had know nothing about policing, nothing. Except when I got arrested when I was 8, in the agenda that you feel, growing up in the black community, feeling like the cops always have to get you. And I did a ride along, man, and it changed my life. Officer Sean Payne changed my life during that ride along, and that kind of set my career up.
So you become a police officer.
Good idea. That's another thing that changed my life. I did a ride along with Officer Sean Payne. He will go down in my history. I will remember him for the rest of my life. Sean Payne is one of the greatest officers I ever met. He's one of the greatest people I've ever met. But at the time, I didn't know it. I do a ride along, and he accepted. Sean Payne happened to be a white officer. And of course, at this time, I didn't think twice about it. So
I'm sorry, guys, but all you're going to hear for the next 30 seconds is.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
And that's another thing that changed my life. I did a ride along with Officer Sean Payne. He will go down in my history. I will remember him for the rest of my life. Sean Payne is one of the greatest officers I ever met. He's one
Listen
of the
to how many emotions he describes, and unstable emotions at that, right? For an unreasonable reason, like driving fast.
about a guy that was committing suicide. And we drove 90 miles per hour virtually down city streets, literally missing death by a swerve here and a swerve there.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, my heart is about to pop out of my chest because I'm so afraid, and I'm also so nervous about how fast we driving. I never even been that fast in a car.
Mm-hmm.
And we get there. He let me come up to the apartment complex with them, and I just stood off to the side. They kicked the door in. I was able to look in when they started going in, and the kid was literally, I saw him in the back of the kitchen cutting his wrist.
Wow.
They saved this kid. They detained him. All of this happened. I get back in the car with Sean. My heart is still at like 200, 250, 250. It's probably 200 beats per second at this point. I'm still thinking about the drive over. And he was actually talking to me before the call came out, and when we got back in the car, he was like, "Hey, Brandon, so what were you telling me about your family?" I said, none of this happened.
Great.
And I looked at him like, "Are you serious? Like, I can't even think right now. I don't even know. You can't ask me nothing."
On the way, I need to be a stand-up man. I can't keep chasing a dream that's probably not gonna happen. Then they finally called me, man. They called me back. I was shocked. I wasn't expecting the call. And I said, you know what? I need to figure out, what the heck is policing about? I know nothing about police. So I did a ride along. Officer Sean Payne, which was an incredible officer. He was the first hero I've ever seen. And he took me on a ride along, blew my socks off, man. I was like, I can't believe this dude do this every day. And I said, I want to be a hero like Sean Payne. And that's when I became a police officer.
That's so crazy to think, man, because like all of us, we're the same age. All three of us are the same age. Very similar stories. It's funny because I played football 2005, went to the
So even Wikipedia says he was a cop, you know what I mean? And then also, there's this picture, but there's also this picture below, but he's wearing a suit. This is the only one I can find, and then this one on the top right are the only two I can find of him in any kind of uniform, and they're both from the shoulders up, dude. I don't even know if this guy was an actual cop, dude.
Think and determine which way we go.
Beyond all the bullshit that he spews on an everyday basis on those talk shows he goes on, here is a couple of guys who have some bad stuff to say about him, and him actually making a true threat over the internet to beat somebody's ass. You know what I mean? And you got to treat him differently. He was in the NFL draft. Like he's trained to physically overtake somebody. So for him to say he's going to whip somebody's ass means a little bit more than if I were to say it.
How we love people.
Here's the thing.
I gotta go.
They're quick to run and grab that talking point of Biden and Hillary Clinton.
You a fake.
Created the
I'm gone, man. You're the fakest I've ever seen in my life.
They created the crime bill.
I see you in person.
They created the crime bill.
What you said. I'm done, bro. You a fake. I hope everybody see that.
I appreciate it.
Fake, bro. I'm gonna expose you to everybody. And when I see you, we gonna be. It's gonna be on. I want you to know that because you call me on the phone and you saying all this, and then you get on the live stream and you playing this shit. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Is that black on black crime? Is that black on?
I told you. Everybody on your live stream know you. And when I see you, I'm whooping your ass. Talking shit to me.
I said. And I'm gonna say this, and I want Al Sharpton to be watching this network and listen to me clearly. As a strong black man raised by a black father, I'm telling Al Sharpton to his face that he should be ashamed of himself.
Well, if you following a fool like Brandon Tatum, you can be going over a cliff.
When you perpetuate these stereotypes, when you sit up there and regurgitate these talking points, it's disgusting.
There's been a lot of stir out there after Mr. Officer Tatum had done his video on his version or his opinions on the Ahmaud Arbery case. It's done 1.6 million views, and a lot of people have been talking about it when you do those numbers. The whole video, Officer Tatum was saying facts, 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 but most of his video are not facts. They're just opinions. and very wrong opinions at that, especially.
Thoroughly documented how all of you act nationwide. And the cops go, no, you don't know what we do. You enforce victimless crimes, you ruin lives, you enforce walking laws, you let rapes and murderers run loose because that doesn't earn money for the state. You are a giant.
Okay, I'm just going to play the video that I saw just recently that makes me think that Brandon fucking whatever Tatum is out there on the streets just putting on different name tags and going around policing different cities, dude. I don't know.
In the description if you don't want to hear me talking. I'm going to be pausing. It's not that long of a video. I've already probably been talking longer than the video goes, but I'm going to be pausing. Watch how this sergeant acts.
Who is the one that told me to stay back there?
I did.
What's your name and badge number?
I'm not required to give it to you, but my name is Sergeant Forson. My ID number is 2249.
Awesome.
I'm not required to give it to you, but my name is Sergeant Dummy, and I got the 4678. How are you not required? You told me to do something. You're a public servant who gets paid by us, and if I ask you who you are, you're not required to give it. You get to remain anonymous as a police officer. You sound stupid.
Have a good night. Did it.
I keep going. I have authority. I'm a sergeant. Like, I'm a sergeant. See? You see this? Sergeant, keep it moving. I am not going to let you scare my police officers who are roughing up a man right now.
I'm behind the whole bush. What am I doing wrong?
You could go on the corner.
What am I doing wrong?
I don't want you to close the rest of the officers.
Why do we care what you want? We want you to obey your oath and the law and shut your mouth outside of that. She's just telling them how she feels and where she wants them, and officer safety, which is garbage. I will give credit to this one for San Joaquin. San Joaquin coined the phrase, officer safety is cowardice, public safety is heroism.
I
coined everything else. Cops planning, ID crack, right here.
Posing no threat. What am I doing wrong? What law am I breaking?
Behind them, okay?
You're behind them, you understand? And I have to prove why I have these, because you're behind them, you see? I'm a pretentious bitch. Understand what I'm saying?
You're not
there is no, okay, I'm gonna stand right here because there's no law for me standing right here.
That's fine, you can stand there.
Okay, it's fine now. Now it's okay that you stand there. But I'm not going to let you, before she wasn't going to let him. Before she wasn't going to let him. Now it's fine, you can stay there now. She doesn't understand. I'm not required to give it to you, but here's my name anyway. You need to move along, but it's fine that you stay there. She's just, everything out of her mouth is a contradiction.
There while we do this, and we'll get him in the car.
Look how far away he is. There's shrubbery. There's a thing of shrubbery in between him and the cops. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4 cops. They can't make sure everybody's safe without giving unlawful orders. It's all ego trip. They've been able for decades to get away with everything. Now it's just ego trip.
What I'm trying to do is document what you guys are doing. I have no ill will against you guys, but you think that I'm posing a threat to these officers. That's why you don't want me to stand behind them.
Do you want me to explain it to you?
Is your body cam rolling?
Yeah, it is.
All right, mine is too.
Okay, I'd be happy to explain it to you. Would you like me to?
Go for
So
it.
that way we can have a conversation together? The reason I say that is because we don't...
Let me cop-splain something to you, right? Let me go back a little bit. Let me just cop-splain something to you.
All I'm trying to do is document what you guys are doing. I have no ill will against you guys, but you think that I'm posing a threat to these officers. That's why you don't want me to stand behind them.
Do you want me to explain it to you?
Is your body cam rolling?
Yeah, it is.
All right, mine is too.
Okay, I'd be happy to explain it to you. Would you like me to?
Go for
So
it.
that way we can have a conversation together? The reason I say that
As soon as you lose the condescending, pretentious tone, yeah, we can have a conversation.
is because we don't don't know who you are.
We don't know who you are either. It works both ways.
Oh, you guys know who I am. I'm about to meet with Jeffrey.
You're who?
Nice tattoo.
I'm about to meet with Jeffrey. Don't mess up tonight.
I'm not worried about messing up, but
I'm not worried about messing up because
when someone's standing directly behind an officer like that, we have to make sure that our officer.
Did you know these officers?
How about you make sure he's safe by standing and watching his back instead of telling people unconstitutional, contradicting unlawful orders because you sound stupid.
Go into fast food restaurants daily, and people stand behind them all the time.
Yes.
Do they piss their pants every time someone's behind them?
Okay, you're being logical now. People stand behind cops all day, but right now it's an issue because you have plenty of cops to look after themselves, but it's an issue now because we have a camera. It's all about the camera, dude. Camera is kryptonite.
All right.
I hope that you have a better night.
My night's amazing.
And then the condescending, hope you have a better night. When the cop tells you have a good day, and especially if they repeat it over and over, they're telling you to go F yourself.
I'm on a public sidewalk. I'm on a public sidewalk. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong?
Uh-oh, looks like we have a Brandon Taint sighting. Tatum, Tantrum Tatum, the big taint face.
The investigation is done. He's in the back of the vehicle. What is your name and badge number?
That's my name right there.
I can't read. What's your name and badge number?
He's showing it to you.
I can't read.
That's my name.
The purpose of verbalizing your name when you're a cop is just to make sure that someone who can't read understands who you are, and someone that can't see very well knows who you are. That's why you're supposed to verbalize. And again, their ego won't let them say their name.
All right.
Even though it's policy.
25323 is my badge number. All right.
What am I doing wrong that I cannot freely move on the sidewalk? Your investigation is done. Your prisoner is in the back of the vehicle. I am allowed to freely move and document what you guys are doing.
Agreed. Concur. Uh-huh.
And if I feel like you're a threat to my officers or to my...
If I feel like you're a threat. How stupid... I mean, do cops... It's like they're trained to be stupid. They just say one stupid thing after another.
My partners, I can address it.
No, officer, you don't get to act on your feelings. When you do that, absent a crime, that gives you jurisdiction. It's called a lawsuit. I think I read that too fast because now there's dead time.
Look, no threat.
Perfect. Perfect.
All right, I'm going to walk behind anyone I want.
Okay.
Do you piss on yourself when you go into Bosa Donuts in the morning and get your colleagues donuts?
Does it make you feel better?
Does that even make any sense to you?
Do you piss your pants when someone's standing behind you when you're getting your breakfast? Does that make any sense to you? And then, again, the sergeant who thinks she's smart, who contradicted herself several times now. Now she's got nothing left. All her cop-splaying is out. Now it's, let me shame this guy for upholding or exercising his rights. Don't you have anything better to do?
That looks like Brandon Tatum to me, bro. I don't think anybody can disagree. But if you do disagree, don't worry. I disagreed with myself at this point, and I was like, well, what if I'm wrong? You know what I mean? But it does say, his name tag says M. King. Right? And he's in a Tempe police uniform. Tempe, not Tucson where he said he was, but he's got a Tempe one on. All right.
Don't you have anything better to do? Are all the rapes solved? You worried about women being raped? I'm sure thousands, a high percentage of rapes are not solved. I would look that up if I knew how to use OBS properly.
You said?
Your ADHD is not our problem. If I'm standing behind you, don't worry about me.
Okay. It's a safety risk, all right?
You know, officer safety is cowardice. Public
cowardice.
I'm gonna rewind it just a titch, but just look how terrified this pussy is of Tempe against police violence. He's fucking scared of him, dude. Look at this shit.
Behind you, don't worry about me.
Okay. It's a safety risk, all right?
You know, officer safety is cowardice. Public
cowardice, not cowardism, but still, man, he's standing up to the cops right in their face.
And it's super hard to tell because of his voice, right? Because in on his show, his voice is real deep, and you probably got a little bit more balls when you're at home and you're in your studio or whatever, or your YouTube shooting place or whatever, and your voice does go up a pitch or two whenever you're scared shitless. So that could be the reason his voice sounds different. You know what I mean? So instead of going by the sound of the voice like I normally do, I'm gonna have to go by what's said. So we're just listening to what he says here in a second. See if it matches anything that we've heard him say before.
Safety.
It seems like you're having a really rough night that you just want to have conversation.
Sounds like you're having a rough night. You contradict yourself over and over and made a fool out of yourself. Who's having the rough night here?
I hope you have a good night and hope that you're safe, okay?
Hope you have a good night and that's an armed Karen right there. Armed Karen.
Oh, I'm always safe. Officer safety is cowardism. Public safety is heroism.
San Joaquin, so fresh and so clean. Coming up with the sayings that be busting up my spleen.
All right, I'm going to turn it up a little bit so we can hear what Brandon or whoever this guy is saying, right?
I got to think of better stuff that rhymes with clean and San Joaquin.
You know what? I encourage you to do it right along.
Do it right along?
Get on the other side of the curtain and see what we deal with on a day-to-day.
Are you going to allow me to film inside your vehicle while I do it?
He put on the uniform, made it a point to go out, got a fake name tag, we went over and made sure all the ladies and sergeants knew that he was there without a license. Also, he could probably talk to Tempe against police violence and get him to do a ride-along and change his mind about cops. And he didn't even think of the question, can I film while I'm riding along with you? What a fucking bootlicking moron this guy is, dude. Oh my God.
Well,
I want you to take a ride along and make sure you can't document what we do. And then he's going to say, I know what you cops do, which we do know what you do. It's documented, thoroughly documented how all of you act nationwide. And the cops go, no, you don't know what we do.
Well, look what we have here. Anyways, now, I didn't watch, because I know after the bootlicking moron thing came out, thousands of people did videos and shit, right? So I didn't even watch ones. If you guys have already seen this before and somebody has already said all this before, then I'm sorry, just disregard, you know what I mean? But I know Direct D made one that I didn't see. There's some famous channels made some videos about this dude that I didn't see, and they may have got this already and already called this out. But if you haven't seen this, and I'm the first one to call this out, this motherfucker, what is he doing in 2023 wearing a Tempe police uniform with M. King, like Martin Luther King, you know what I mean? With a name pad tag on it that he made, and talking to Tempe against police violence. What the fuck is going on? This is definitely him, dude. Nobody fucking encourages ride-alongs to complete strangers, right? And I have a theory about why and exactly how he got and the details to why he's standing where he is right here in this very moment in time. But I have no proof for any of it. It is literally all just made up in my head. But I'll give you that theory here in a second.
You enforce victimless crimes. You ruin lives. You enforce walking laws. You let rapes and murderers run loose because that doesn't earn money for the state. You are a giant armed gang Ponzi scheme in the grand theme of things. In the grand scheme of things.
Just to get a lens of our, it would be helpful for you to understand what we do and what we deal with.
yeah, I know what you guys deal with on a daily basis. You guys.
You have no idea.
You have no idea what we do, man. We be keeping these streets safe, man.
We got Rardin.
All right, that's the gist of it. I'll put the link to this.
On the way, I need to be a stand-up man. I can't keep chasing a dream that's probably not gonna happen. Then they finally called me, man. They called me back. I was shocked. I wasn't expecting the call. And I said, you know what? I need to figure out, what the heck is policing about? I know nothing about police. So I did a ride along. Officer Sean Payne, which was an incredible officer. He was the first hero I've ever seen. And he took me on a ride along, blew my socks off, man. I was like, I can't believe this dude do this every day. And I said, I want to be a hero like Sean Payne. And that's when I became a police officer.
Tatum is constantly bringing up this fucking ride-along, dude, that made him a fucking hero, or his hero a hero, and he saw a hero in action, and blah, 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 blah. He cannot stop talking about the stupid ride-along.
The end of it. And if you quit on a calling, you back out of a call, you will never reach what God was trying to call you to. And that's my biggest thing, is that you gotta go through adversity in order to be the best version of yourself.
Bro, he's so
and
right.
You strip the world of it. You strip the world of what God wanted us to have.
Exactly, man.
Right. Imagine if I tell people this. Go look at any one of the most decorated people in law enforcement, decorated people in life in general. Martin Luther King, you can go. Martin Luther King, you can go. Martin Luther King, you can go.
It's a bad screen grab, but that says M. King. So I don't know, man. What do you guys think? Impersonating an officer charges, or should it be impersonation of a person? I don't know. Or
Look at the Bible. Look at King David. Look at Joseph.
Or am I wrong? Is that not even him at all? You know what I mean? I can't really tell at this point, but it is kind of scary that you can just do that. Like, if you're an ex-officer, all you have to do is just find a uniform that fits, and you can fucking, just go fuck with anybody anywhere. That's kind of sketchy, dude. People should be, if they do this, they should be punished. You know what I mean? Like Jeremy DeWitt, or like Brandon Tatum. They should be punished.
Go look at
they should be publicly
the most decorated
tried
people in
and
law
punished
decorated people in
for shit like this.
Martin Luther King. You can go to the Bible. Look at King David. Look at Joseph. Look at